pudo que chapa de Vega Grande Mayate, güey. That dude, yeah. Oh, I gotta make a video. Oh, he's talking to that Latina in that video, and it was not right. Yeah, oh, and she's not. She's not 12 or 11. She's a 7. Oh, they always go at the lighter skin with. Why they can't go with me? Cause I want to suck their dick. That fool. Look at here, chemistry. Let me say something, dude. Okay, I'm making fun of you. You're a stupid asshole. Being their whole pinch in their whole way. Let me tell you something, dude. You do have a session. Your session is with brothers. You have a session with African Americans and men, and going with Latinas. I don't understand why you're not making videos on what's the white man from Ghetto Gaggers. He has a Latino version of it called Latina Abuse and Latina Throats, where these white men abusing these Latino women and they're making them suck their dicks and being racist with them, like race play porn and what's the other one, and like it's like a Latin version of Ghetto Gaggers. Why you're not talking about that? Why you're not making videos? And let me address this. It's weird when brothers in the United States are going overseas to go look for another woman, but white men been doing this for a long time. White men, it was not just going with European women. White men, they have a special, I think in Nigeria, where these Nigerian women are marrying these rich white men. One couple, I'm sorry to say this, I'm not anti-interracial marriage. I'm mixed up too. My background's African American, French, Spanish, American, so I'm not against interracial, but that sister, I'm sorry, he was from France, that man, white man, and he looked ugly. I don't care how much money. Why the hell? I don't understand. Okay. Let Serena give you a little day teaching, okay? Thank God I is. Shout out to Serena Williams and kudos to her and her husband and that child. But truth of the matter is, I saw they was like a reality, like a Housewives of Nigeria type of thing. Yeah, and they had all these Nigerian sisters married to white men, rich white men. And the one who was big, none of them big people, but I'm like, sister, please, okay, you chose that because he looked good. I'm sorry to be judgmental. I don't know the person. I know it's God forgive me, but I just like, I'm a person. The mentality and the looks has to go together. Okay, sometimes I let the looks slide a little bit. But the mentality, the spirit, and looks got to go all together, okay? Because, I want to be attractive from the inside out, when it comes to women. So I would think that a woman would do that. I understand that, some people cannot get the Princess and Frog situation. The Princess and Frog, I can understand that situation. But I just didn't, when I saw that trailer of that reality show about the Housewives of Nigeria, of Salago, whatever it's called, and all these sisters married to white men and who have money in Europe from Nigeria. And like I said, one particular, when I saw, I said, girl, you got that? Okay. Same thing when your sisters talk about big white women, they're wrong big white women and brothers going, but if the white woman looking all, trailer, a ratchet version, a trailer version of it, you're like, you chose that. You know what I'm saying? And I said the same thing when y'all be going with the FRL, so it's the same thing, shows. Now, and I woke up like this, and I still look good, and I woke up like this, like Beyonce song. Anyway, and I still look good. Anyway, so the ugly face, cara feo, excuse me, that hombre que parece como Mark Anthony in crack, how you say crack in Spanish? Cocaine, but it's fried crack. It's fried cocaine. Well, the dude like a crackhead version of Mark Anthony is still ranting about brothers. And yes, the Latina interview was beautiful. You talking about she's a 7? No, but she's a 10. You talking about me going with whoever I go? Let me say something, dude. I'm American. Okay, I'm an American citizen, and in America, ever since the Love vs. Virginia case that got rid of one drug rule, thank the Lord. Okay, we're able to date. Who actually, and let me educate y'all. Before Love vs. Virginia case with the part Native American, part black woman, Mildred Loving, and her white husband, there was a case in California, and it's a group called Loma, and what it was at the time when Mexican Americans were considered white, there was a light-skinned man I forgot what their last name. They married. And the California tried to forbid them to get married, but one particular time when California was with the Catholic Church in a way, they did not forbid because both the African American man who was light skinned was Catholic, and so was this Hispanic woman who one time was considered white, who's not white, who's of color when he did that Tree Guadalupe corruption right there. And so that was the before love versus case. It's funny, a lot of Latino versus going for civil rights, just like the Brown versus education. We had the Mendez versus not West Time. We have a street called West Time here in Houston. Westminster case that actually opened the door for integration in school. Okay, so yeah, a lot of folks do not know that. So this black second couple, they the one that really opened the door for interracial marriages to be legalized. And before it was Mildred Loving, and who's part Native American, part black. That's her background. She's not a full-blown black woman, and her white husband, Richard Loving. Okay, so I want people to understand. You can tell as a person of the racial movement, I do a lot of research on this. Okay, so point is, I want folks to understand that. Okay, and it's called Loma. It's a group called Loma, which that's the really got the interracial couple, the verse before loving Virginia case. Okay, so and by then the reason why they was able to get married because they both were Catholic. The African American cinnamon and that's why especially real light complected. He was Catholic and so was her, and in Catholic Church, which is weird. It's not all Latinos. You have Protestant Latinos too, but weird that you have this Latino in America. Okay, because I'm an ex-Protestant, I'm a Catholic as well, and we are all God's children, so interracial mixing is natural. That's why of course there was rape in Latin America, in French, Louisiana Creole, Spanish Creole, in Latin countries, Latin nations in the Americas, and one time Louisiana was part of Nueva España. Yes, it was. Okay, which makes sense why I love Latin culture, and I have last name Real. Not my last name, but my fourth grandfather was last name Real, which is Spanish. They changed the routes, and his parents from Louisiana called the census. Okay, really, no wonder we all connected. Okay, anyway, okay, whether you like it or not, thought the gringo white racist man tell you anything different. But in Haiti, San Domingo, which is in the Dominican Republic, where the church was dominant there, you will find records of interracial. Even when Columbus with his thug crew came in and raped the women there, you will find records of Spaniard men marrying Native American women. Okay, so I want people to understand it's weird that you have a person who is a makeup of interracial marriages. Okay, yes, this dude here, this dude who's Afro mestizo. Yes, I said it. Who's Peruvian and Mexican, who has Spaniard and Native and African. Also, he has Italian on his Peruvian Mexican side. Okay, have a nerve to have an issue in a racial relationship. But it wasn't for the black grandmother, it wasn't for the Native American grandmother and the white grandfather, vice versa, in colonial Spain, colonial Mexico, or colonial Peru. This dude would not be here. So why do you have a problem with brothers going with Latinas, anybody lighter, whatever, who are not black or whatever, when this dude is a makeup of that? It wasn't for an African slave ship and a Native American that was on there before the Spaniards got there, and that whole mix up, that whole, we call, like in Louisiana, we call it gumbo. This dude would not be here. That's self-hate on your ass, dude. If it wasn't for the black DNA in you, along with Spanish Native American, you would not be here, dude. Oh yeah, that's why when we talk about that, you get offended because you're a hypocrite. That's why I don't knock interracial couples. I'm mixed. My background is not full-blown African. I have African, Native, and Spaniard, and French, and Irish, and English. I 2 years ago, traced my lineage to England on my four-grandmother's side, who was a white woman who married a Creole pastor. I'm still trying to find records on my four-grandfather on that other side of the family. Okay, a pastor for white after slavery in the 1870s. And my third grandfather was born in 1876. And he died in 1954, which is the same birth year as my dad, but that's on my mom's side. That's my mom's great-great-grandfather. And my mom was born in 1956. Okay? So, anyway, it's weird that you would be all up arms about interracial relationships and brothers. But let me say something. What if you find you have a black grandfather that married an American woman? Because usually it wasn't Spaniard marrying. I think maybe it was, but majority of the Europeans that came here were men. Then they brought the women later on, and they started mixing with the Native American and the black women in Latin America. So it's weird that this dude would have an issue with interracial relationships and African American men going to the American public and all the stuff. And African Americans, we're not pure black. Let's get this. That's why I don't. Let's see. You live a lie, you get condemned by a lie. We're not black people purely. We're mixed. I don't look like Akon. Can you see that? Okay, no offense. We're part European and the American too. If I go with someone that's mixed with that, or mixed, it is no different than my genetic makeup. It's not. Okay? So why do you have an issue with a brother dating? There are Hispanic men. I have Latino male friends who date sisters. I don't get offended by them. It's not just the Puerto Ricans who know to have African. It's also Mexicans too who that the Jose Vicacelos, La Raza Cosmica essay influence Mexico denied its African roots to the point they had to put it on the census in 2015. Okay, and on Guadalupe Day, December 12th. The truth of the matter is, and that's why when a Mexican person be racist, I call their ass out like, no, dude, you're part black too. You can call me all mayates. I laugh because it wasn't for that black grandmother in the hacienda, and those who don't speak Spanish, hacienda means a plantation, in Colonia, Mexico, when they had a caste system. Because remember, the reason why they brought slaves to Mexico because the Native Americans, the Aztecs, and the Mayans, and all that went against the Spaniards. So, and they had diseases, so they had to go to Africa to bring slaves there. And there were more Africans than Europeans, okay, in that time. But it was a lot of Native American people. That's the difference, okay? Extremely, Native American population overestimate both groups, okay? Both the African Europeans. And European controlled them, okay? Twist religion, okay, which is, you know what I'm saying? But when they got wise up and there's in the true church, that's why most of the first countries that were Catholic were the first ones to be free. Yes, Brazil was the last one, but it took the United States was a white Protestant. Yeah, okay, misinterpreted about. It took them a while to get ready to say it took 400. Come on now, okay, really, let's get the subject, okay? So. And that's how the people known to rebel, because you had priests, people ain't gonna talk about this, and nuns going against the slave trade. You had St. Peter Claver, read about him. That's actually, like, when we had segregation here in the South, the people African American could not join the Knights of Columbus at the time because it was segregated. So they had to join, they had to be their own organization called the Knights of St. I used to be a junior knight myself when I became Catholic. A junior knight, it started, and also they had the office in New Orleans. I was a junior knight. And up until I was 16, 17, because I wasn't going to church and I wasn't paying my dues. And I never forget my dad's friend who he grew up with, who looked like Hispanic, but he's Creole, you know, looked still Hispanic. And while I'm opening my mouth in the meetings, we should do this. Yes, I was for y'all know y'all laughing. We should have this. We should have that. We should have a style show, this and that. And the brother who looked like a Mexican, but typically y'all know what I'm talking about. Typically Hispanic, who's Creole, told me, dude, had you pay your dues? When the last time you came to church? Now you come here talking. We had to show out the third Sunday. I forget, and dress in a suit and 8:30 mass. Never forget this. And when we have our meeting, I'm outspoken. I'm the big mouth. Okay. We should have this. We should have this. We should have that. We should raise a fund, raise this and that and that and that. And I was outdo $1 was the due. I'm gonna tell you a bit, $1. And that brother said, "Excuse me, sir. When the last time you pay your dues? Why are you over here?" For real. Okay. So anyway, you can tell. For real. So I brought that up because St. Peter Claver was a Spaniard who he was in Colombia. And he went to the slave masters and told them how they wrong they were. He was actually, yes, he was outspoken. A lot of folks don't teach that in school. They keep a lot of stuff in school. That's what I hear about this education here in America is very uneducated. And I had to read with chemistry. Yes, Americans are very uneducated. Yes, we are. Not too much me because I strive for knowledge. Okay, in the book of Hosea. Okay, sorry, y'all. Okay, point is, I strive to be educated. I strive to do things, to pick up myself up and learn. If I mess up, I try to correct my own self. That's difference. But the truth of the matter is, that's one thing I know about those who do attack chemistry. They don't come out with historical facts and actually attack that. That's one thing chemistry don't like to talk about because it also to do one. Sorry, they don't lie about that. Prior to 2014, the dude want to see my damn dick. When I made that video, y'all saw the video of me giving him a props for bashing the one drop rule. And next thing I get some on my comment section from him saying, can I see your dick? I'm like, no, what the hell? I didn't come up with you no damn. No, I like to be friends. I'm glad we're not friends. With people who think the same thing I do, we share the same narrative. I rarely have people in my life doing that. So when I saw someone say, fuck the one drop rule and you sticking in your ass, I like, yeah, okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody really going extreme attack this damn rule because it's not a rule at all. And I understand, let's go back to what he said on one of his videos because I'm listening to both him and Ken Argat at the same time. And no, Ken Argat, I did not flag a video about black men versus white men. I did not flag a video. I put my hand on the Bible. No, I didn't. Okay? So there was somebody else. I bet it was them two coons from Diamond and Silk friends. And I'm proud of them. They were doing that shit because they give Donald Trump all praise too. Anyway, truth of the matter is, okay, they need to go find some fried chicken and some pancakes. It's still morning time in the central area. Okay, well, they in Eastern, right? The two Angel Mamas, they in the East Coast. They're in Southeast Coast. So it's 12, but it's still brunch. So if Trump wants to invite them, pancakes, that'd be nice for Diamond Silk to make some pancakes, and the other dude can find some fried chicken and barbecue from Master Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Anyways, get to us. They eat some soul food for that white man. Be like the movie Babs. Let me stop. Anyway, point is, no, I didn't flag his video down. I sure didn't. I put my hand on the Bible. God is my witness. I did not flag that doggone video. Okay. Now, with that situation, with chemistry, dude, you're shitting on yourself. Okay, you're shitting on yourself because you're sitting here bashing interracial relationships when you came out of it. Okay. Just like if I say, oh, I hate race mixing, all you can say is, dude, it wasn't for the black and Spanish and the French and the Irish and English and the American in you, whether it was consensual or not, you would not be here. That's for, so you have the self-hate. You mad that a Latina that's in that video would not check for your ass. That's all. Let me explain something. It's jealousy. Okay? And I'm glad somebody asked to come to he like me. I'm sorry because I'm sorry, I didn't come to chemistry asking to see his dick and do anything sexual or anything romantic, anything they do. I came to chemistry 2014, 13, around that time, when it was a new year time, and try to be a friend, platonically, okay? A friend. You know what I'm saying? Because someone at least saw what I was saying on my videos, that I hate the one drop rule. I hate to hear people defend it like a bunch of slaves on a plantation. I don't want to be around people with that mentality. Okay, even Latinos who do not want to be friends. No amigos. Those are my enemigos. Enemigos means an enemy. I don't want to be friends. I don't want no correlation with that trash. Now, when I saw that, that's what I'm saying. So people come out making things up. No, I'm not making anything up. I'm not gonna lie about that. I don't want to be vulgar, but I put my hand on that, okay? That I did not make this up. This dude literally came. We had a bad, beginning of 2014. That's when he was calling me ugly. Said I'm ugly for being a mixed race person. Dude, I'm a handsome camera mixed race man, so therefore don't hate. You know, I told him straight up, you look like Mark Anthony on crack, which he does. And we started bashing each other, and then to the point I got tired and I just blocked his ass. And I'll never get a white man. Was he from up north, like in Jersey or Chicago, was trying to find this dude. Him and the brother, I think a Latino guy was involved too, I'm not mistaken, was trying to find this dude and really beat his ass, and I was laughing. Okay, I was laughing. They were bashing chemistry because he was a troll. And the reason I make videos of this dude, I'm tired of people thinking that an African-American descendant man has to bow down, live a certain way, live the way that people expect, and that's they consider a proud African American man. I'm tired of that mess. Martin Luther King fought for us to have freedom. which led to the idea of the Love Virginia case, okay? No one has a right to tell another person who to date. I'm sorry, okay? I understand the old self-hating race play bullshit because I could not imagine being with someone who mistreat me. It's no different if it wasn't racial fault. It's no anybody with the right mind ain't gonna go with nobody who's beaten. Like for example, I said about Emily, Bustamante, and Fabulous. You don't defend somebody who's abusing you, but it goes back with parenting. Because I have people in my family that I don't go. They think abuse and mistreating, talk someone crazy, and it's love. It's not. Look at Corinthians First Corinthians 13. Okay, that's why I don't advocate whoop your kids. So you love. No, that's a distortion like they do in slavery. Okay, no. Okay, that's your discerning mind come in. Okay, if I hit somebody in the face, that's not love. Okay, if I call them out their name, that's not love. That's just total disrespect. People need to have self-respect for themselves. That's those self-hate. Okay. But when he bashing Soto, I hope it's not Sotomayor, it's some other dude named Soto TV84. And the Latina woman, she's a fine Latina woman too. She was on there and she said she'd date anybody. She ain't had that mejito de raza. And that's what this dude has. I'm talking about chemistry. He don't like being called out for his bullshit. And that's a problem. I'm going to call it out because you under 7 people's business. The dude ain't making views of you, but you making views. Oh, he go with Latina and they have low self-esteem because you hang around with brothers who call them, once again, who call themselves niggas, who have no self-worth in themselves and see themselves as a nigga, like the song, nigga, 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 nigga. If you listen to the lyrics, as he say there, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad at the end of that nasty, stupid song, he said, why are you scared of cops? Because Pekka was the ones, and no offense to white people, was the one that put us on and made me a nigga. Thank you. Okay? Why would you call yourself a nigga? If the Coco Peckerwoods made you, put you on board and made you a nigga, why would you want to be their nigga? Why would you want to be calling yourself a nigga? And hang with those type of brothers who have less education or purposely choose not to have education about themselves, who don't see themselves as kings, something uplifting. They see themselves as downgraded, low-graded, Amos and Annie, Stephen type brothers. That's what y'all hang on. And I remember I was in Job Corps. I saw Latino dudes I was cool with turn against me. Because when them doggone ghetto folks in 2005 started coming, yeah, and it wasn't just the dog, it was light ones too, and part black and part Mexican ones who were ghetto too, come down there and they were loud and acting a fool. All they started gravitating and they would use the word, they could call them all type of niggas and cool. Oh man, they say, man, get away from me, man, get away from talking about me. Cause I wasn't they mini penguin. Y'all know mini penguin, Latina thing. And I don't like that image of the negrito mini penguin image of that bingo Latino version of bingo. I hate looking at that image. It reminds me of mini penguin, a sample and picking in all of us stuff. Now, there was a mini penguin, the negrito in the Loteria lottery game, that bingo game, that was their friends. Until they fuck up and do something to them, next thing you gonna hear, you pinche mayate, you nigga, you didn't do nothing, but you chose to hang with them trashy folks. That's what I'm saying. Here come a brother, and you're talking about brothers going Latino women. 2004, 5, and 6. I'm like, so down. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. In 2005, when I was in Job Corps, you know how many Latino women? It wasn't extremely, but when I'm trying to go with the African American, I'm not saying all. There was intelligent brothers that were married to Latino or dating. I'm not saying that didn't happen, but I remember seeing these Latinas who would go with brothers who were ghetto, who were thug, call themselves niggas, have a minstrel show right there in front of your face, a reality version without no pay-per-view, okay? You know what I'm saying? A promo of it, okay? I never forget when I came around, they didn't want to date me because I wasn't that tight. I wasn't, and I'm the type of person you take on to your mom and dad. I'm the type of person, the only time I disrespect you, disrespect my ass. That's the only time I disrespect you, okay? And I speak Spanish and everything else. Dance school me everything else. And you know, and it was like, these guys, dang, he ain't like them other folks. I'm my own person, okay? It's by nature, I be like this as a child, okay? And I grew up around it like, dang, you know all about the Hispanic, because I went to predominantly Hispanic school, okay? You know, and I ain't at the time, I know about my grandfather being a real, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? They not know that. But I was around Latino community, and and to those who say, well, you might something happen, excuse me, I'm not perfect, but guess what I do? And I ain't perfect. God knows my heart and conscience. Thank you. I pray. And I also pray for protection, okay? Some of y'all just go in the community without having to give the sermon, okay? And that's why all this stuff going on. I noticed that too. I remember coming off the bus from Apostle Community College, leaving Hunter Drive and going to, what's that? I forgot that bus, 63 or something like that. Going to the bus right there on Loma Lane at night. I never forget going to, because they refused to pick us up, take us off the bus if we missed that van to take us to school. So what I do, I will walk my behind from, and rushing too, with either way I have, and sometimes I walk, even with my flip flops on, walking, okay, for real, running to catch the bus, okay, and walking down there and trying to catch the bus, and calling a taxi if I miss it or whatever. I don't forget them days and having asthma. You know what I'm saying? And for real. I remember running down there, okay? And I never forget when I was not running when I wasn't late, because you had to clean your room when you leave. That's what it was. Because me, I clean when I come back, okay, if I had a chance. Because that's school more important. When I left, when I left and could catch the bus, I never get this Latino dude, and I'm not trying to stereotype, but he looked like thug, gangster, thug troll look. He didn't do nothing to me because I wasn't there to bother nobody. I wasn't there to thug or anything. That's not my nature. And I was in the body. I was on side of Ghost Air. Yes. Now let you know, I didn't have a girlfriend chemistry. No, I did talk to some women in El Paso, Texas, but there were things going on. We could not connect. Particular, I also was talking to girls who was, also a sister I was talking to, and a black second sister I was talking to, so therefore, you gotta get your mind straight. Not everybody would go with what you expect, okay? And since a lot of the women I saw was occupied and had somebody, or they weren't looking for nobody, I focused on my education. I focused on my career. And only one particular girl I'm going to mention, I don't want to tell our business. And she's a darker Latina, by the way. She's a little lighter than I am, of course, but she's darker. She won a pageant. I don't want to tell the business. She won a pageant. She went to UTEP and also Pastor Community College, and we was in the modeling agency together. I'll mention her name. She won a pageant back in 2006. Y'all can go figure who she is. Y'all want your investigation. And when she broke up with her boyfriend on Halloween, because I scared her with that mask on, with that makeup on, okay? What I'm saying, it was in the computer room. I was going to hook up with her before I went back to Houston. I didn't get a chance to. She didn't on with the Dallas. She came back to El Paso. She's in my enemy's model agency. I'm not going to mention, it's a likable Latina. I cannot stand it. Used to work for Laura Production. I'm sorry if you watch this video. I don't like your ass the way how you talk to me. Once she had attitude to the brothers, her sisters don't have. It's just on Latina. No, this bitch, yeah, I'm gonna call, put on blast, because you shouldn't leave with you back 2006. When I need your assistance and help, and I'll be respectful on the phone, I ain't want to fuck up my career. That's why I kept my mouth shut. I wasn't scared of, because I want to cuss the bitch out so many times. I told you, anybody disrespect me, I lose all respect for people disrespect me, okay? And I kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to lose my contract with the agency by acting a fool with somebody who works for me, okay? Um, she was a bitch. She was. I'm calling. And she has a model agency. My homegirl who's darker than her, they're best friends. I'm glad that we hooked up, because it'd be mess if we hooked up and she come by the house and I don't want her in my house. You don't allow nobody, no enemies in my house. And if we was to get married, but I think she got married to some Latino dude, whatever. And both of them are married now. Okay? If a man gets married, okay, well, your woman should never disrespect you back in 2006. Okay, call like it is. When I was trying to do it wrong, God, no. My conscience, I know it's two wrongs don't make it right, but no, you ain't no business talking to me crazy, because I dealt with that as a child. I ain't gonna talk to my own family, okay, over that mess. So I don't want yourself real. So when she left, that's when the darker Latina came in, and she took over. And so she won a pageant, okay, outside of El Paso. So, yeah, she did. And so, I'm not gonna say who it is, but let you know. I mean, that's why I don't have that mentality that all black women are bad and Latinas, whatever, because I met Latinas who talked to me crazy when I was in school, in high school, and also in Job Corps. I had to cuss and say puta, bitch, and everything else, because you know how I am. When people disrespect me, I have no love for that person. I know it's not a godly thing, but I'll admit that. I have no love and forgiveness for that person. Not even my two parents who do me wrong. So you know how I feel about those two. So anybody who hurts me, because I don't like to be hurt. I don't like to be mistreated. That's why. People who stupidly do that's on them. I don't want to follow the example. So I'm not punching back. So that's why. So my point is, that's the only time I tried to talk to her, and I was shy. I'll admit that I was shy because I didn't want to jump in the relationship when in fact she just came out and she don't know me like that. You know what I'm saying? But she was always nice to me. That's what turned me on. She was always kind. She was beautiful. She was this Mexican, morenita, darker Mexican chick. Fine, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry. And when we were working together as her as assistant, she treated me with respect. That's what made me attracted to her. The light skinned one who wore blonde, dyed hair sometimes, and maybe mixed with some extensions as well. That one I couldn't stand that bitch. I'm serious. I couldn't stand her because she was rude and evil. Oh, I swear. And I wanted to cuss her out many times on the phone. One time they heard me on the bus. Me and my friend who's my Chicano brother was on the bus. We was on there. We were talking mad talking about that. She didn't know what I was talking about, but I think I showed a picture. She was in a magazine about bikini. Yeah, about that. It was her, y'all. And I was saying, it's the child of God came out my mouth about that woman. Because every time I talked to her, she had a stuck up, ugly attitude. Like, I really want to fight that. I'm trying to know, because we had a storm. Not like Katrina, but we had a storm. And usually when a storm happens in Texas, it is very detrimental. People cancel stuff. So I was getting my hair done. I was, you know what I'm saying, at the salon not too far from Sylvia Mall. I was getting, you know what I'm saying, and while I was getting my hair done, I called on the phone to see whether we still having the rehearsal for the fashion show that August, the back to school fashion show. Don't forget this in 2006. And when I called her cell phone, I'm at work. We got and people heard me. I tried to cuss. I didn't want to cuss from sisters who were doing, they're older than I. But my homegirl who's dark skinned, she's a teenager at the time. She had long hair, natural long hair. She was getting her hair like she had long hair, no weave. She was a model. And she said, "Oh, you wrong for calling her the devil's child." I was trying to use, and then I called that woman, the Hispanic, the woman that was there, all type of diabolitas and devil child, because I wasn't trying to get no shit with her. And she was stuck up, and I swear, and I never forget when she left the part that she was working as assistant at law production, she was like, trying to be sentimental, like why I was no, but you threw stones at me, girl. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come and start shit with you. I try to get information about this so I can know what I'm doing, so I can succeed in the law agency. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Your attitude was stinky, and I don't give a damn what role you play in. Anybody who has that type of attitude, I don't want it be best off if the world, if you were wiped out the face of earth and never came back. I don't like to be around people who disrespect me. I hate that shit. So the darker one, who's a little bit not my complexion, but she was close. You know what I'm saying? She was darker. She had more tan. That's the one I wanted because she treated me with respect. And when she broke with her boyfriend on Halloween 2006, I was trying to hook up with her. I was scared to admit that because, it's been a while since I've been in a relationship. And like I said, I like girls to come to me. But when she treat me nice, that's what I want. You don't go to people who treat you like shit. And I'm and be used. And the brothers who let the women down there use in the American public, they stupid. You don't let nobody use you, and you don't use people, especially if you love them. That's just stupid. So really, if I'm not being loose, your ass out the door. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit here and plead and no, because you're playing with my feelings. I hate to, serious. I don't like that mess. So just let you know, dude, that's the only time. But I ain't come back with no woman when I came back to El Paso, Texas. I swear, I didn't know. I was there for education. Okay? When I was in Job Corps, they said, why you ain't talking to the girls? You dealing with girls. Okay, first of all, they mix, and I'm not no R. Kelly, they mix the teenage girls with adults. One thing I hate that I understand when I went to tour the Gary Job Corps in 2001 when El Bow had helped kept my records right after Aaliyah passed away, and also during the 9/11 situation. And when we went to tour on Gary Job Corps in San Marcos, One thing, even though they're wild and crazy and they're very undisciplined and they smoke weed and they have sex and people have diseases and stuff, and you have fights going on, which probably the reason why it took 3 years to go to Job Corps in El Paso, Texas. But I didn't like how that old dirty bitch, the bald head, because she like, no offense to Alana, she looked like Alana from the own channel. She had a hair crop and permed hair here. Don't forget this bitch. She was my Job Corps counselor. That's why I had to get a Spanish woman because they fired her when I contacted my congressman to find out what was going on, why I turned 24 at this last age to go Job Corps. So what I like about that Job Corps separates the adults. They have 16, 17, they have 18, 20, and 21 to up. Okay, so one thing I didn't like about the Job Corps in El Paso, Texas, they put everybody in one box. All the teenage boys and adult men together, all teenage girls and adult women in one section, two couple sections. They didn't separate because I understand there's a lot of immaturity going on, and you hate, and I like to be around people my age, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's why even the older one, like, why you keep beating up our age, man? I don't want to feel old. I said, dude, I had joy being old. I don't want to be around these young people. They immature. Seriously. And I never forget one of the Mexican girls who was about my age. She said, she's 79. She got mad. The sister that was my age, a couple months older than us, in 79, the one from from Michigan. She my color with that complexion with hazel eyes. She didn't tell, but she said, I'm tired you bringing up our age and stuff. I'm tired of doing that in mess. And I wasn't trying to be I don't like the fact that we are older. I mean, God dog, I don't like to hang with no little kids. Okay, these 17, 16, they're immature. And the point I'm trying to make, while you're talking, you don't know that girl, and that you find some records on her ID, and she is not a grown woman. Then two, you in a closed environment. So if I do get a woman in Job Corps, they are very strict about you making out with that girl. That's no room. I'm not saying we should go to the room and go do it, okay, which you get kicked out for, okay? But what I'm saying is that if I'm going to be in a relationship, I don't want my business in a closed environment known, okay? You know what I'm saying? And the RAs involved, okay? You know what I'm saying? And when I went to college, I was glad I was trying to focus on education, but I was trying to if it happens, talk to a girl from the Palestinian college. At least she have her own place, or she live with somebody. We can go meet somewhere. In Job Corps, people with the chismosos and chismosas, you know what I mean in Spanish, gossipers, and people, nosy people, all in my business. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing love. As soon as I get out of that Job Corps and go to a Palestinian college and stay there and go to places, I felt liberated. I don't have to be confined in one place, okay? I was just there for my education, okay? That's why I'm one of the guys that I couldn't get along with, but he was singing Laka and Job Corps. They won't let me out in 2004 because it felt like jail, okay? We're here for education. And you had these overbearing older people who went there, okay, because El Paso is like is sixth largest city in Houston, okay, in Texas, excuse me, and they have a small town mentality, and it's a government job. So of course there have people who didn't finish college or who didn't go to college, who was in the 60s and 70s, who went to Job Corps, okay, in the 80s, and that's their high-paying job, okay. And you know what I'm saying? So I swear, they're pulling their old school baby boomer bullshit. Kid Arts again need to do a video on that, okay? Trying to dumb us down how we was raised, and we was whipped, and we didn't have many choices as a young person. I'm like, hell no. I'm from the 90s, dude. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for my education. Treat us like adults, because when we get out of Job Corps, we can be treated like adults. We don't be treated like kids. That's why I have these millennials living at home and who are adults who don't want to do it because y'all dogging their ass up trying to make them to be a child. Okay, at a ground, so you can have control. I bought your world, took you out, man. Yeah. I mean, God dog it, so for real. Never forget that. I'm like, dude, y'all don't think I know what y'all doing. I read about this type of I'm a liberal, okay? I'm not conservative. You ain't gonna brainwash me with that old school shit, okay? I got family your age, and I debate with them. And I will debate with you too, because I ain't trying to brainwash. Don't condition me. And they try to treat you like you're young, you're a baby. No, I'm not a baby. I'm a grown man. I feel like What's that dark-skinned sister from 702 on RBD was telling Angie Stone, her and Latavia telling, we not babies. We you know what I'm saying? Telling Angie Stone, I saw that episode to let know, you know what I'm saying, for real. So you get my point. That's why, and when I did, like I say, it was, I'm there for education, okay? And if I do meet a woman in the campus, she gotta like me for who I am. I'm not changing shit. I'm not doing that. You don't like this? Get out the door. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, and like I said, that will gravitate to me in that Latina, the darker Latina that was in our agency, who later on, like I say, she treated with respect. She was beautiful. She was exotic looking. She was beautiful. She was not the bitch like her friend was, the lighter skinned one. And that was more attractive than one, you know what I'm saying? And trust me, if she was not married, me and her would be married, okay? Because we both had the same goal, be models and entertainers. 9, 10, we probably have our own business together, okay? Ain't by having a booty call, what you talking about, those hoe ass brothers that keep going to, nothing wrong, but you keep putting everybody by. One thing I know about your chemistry, you keep saying you don't like nobody stereotype of Latin America as Mexico and everybody else, okay? But the same stereotype they say about Latinos, you're doing the same thing about African American men. You don't know us from Adam one by one. Only God knows our heart and soul and what we go through. You're talking about shitty ass brothers who go on to YouTube and talk about going to Latin America to get some ass. Not everybody, and who does that today? There's STDs, there's HIV, HPV, all type of diseases. Why would you go meet some woman in any country, where it is in Haiti or Dominican Republic, wherever? And like I had friends that go to Waters. They go sleep at the thighs, the prostitute, the thighs in the water. You don't know what they got in the waters. You don't know. Thank you. So that's just stupid. That's a irresponsible dude. That's not me. I ain't trying to catch HIV. Okay? I want to know a person, and then if I choose to lay down, I prefer, which is a spiritual way, to get married first and then have sex. But why would I put myself like that? And then too, you don't know where that woman came from. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot make videos saying that all of us are like that. Not me. I'm there. I like the culture. I like the food. I like the dance. I like, no, thank you. That's why you don't make a video, because I debunk your doggone stereotype. And yeah, I like Latinas. I went to school with a lot of Latinos. Okay? I'm sorry. Just like Paul Wall likes sisters. He's in hip hop. Latino guys, I'm from up north in Chicago and Jersey. I know we live in the hood and they like sisters. Okay? Even a Latino guy that I never got speaking Spanish, he said, dude, you can kind of stop. I grew around black men and black women. That's why I grew with that culture. He from here. He's from Chicano. And I'm sure he had a bunch of sisters. Okay? That's how, you know what I'm saying? You have Latinos who grew up in a white neighborhood. They gonna go after white women. Okay? Alright? A Latino gonna go after a white man. Okay? Not saying everybody. That's how it goes, dude. You know what I'm saying? You catch a Latino, especially Chicano, who speaks like this. Now, he could be married to a Mexican woman, okay? A Mexican-American woman as well. But if he has a white wife, and then he talk like this, and he loves singing, listen to Garth Brooks and all that, come on, it's just, that's your product of your environment, okay? That's how it goes, okay? That's how it goes, okay? And I met pretty Latino men who hang around, and you can tell if they love sisters. Not saying all of it, you know what I'm saying, but they the hood type, they ground African people, they prefer to go with sisters. I'm not making it up, dude. I have a friend of mine who's married to a dark skinned sister. I've talked about this video. We both born the same year, same day. I call my twin. He's Mexican Italian from Chi-Town. Okay? He has sons darker than me. And yes, 99% DNA test that is his son. He tells business. Yes. He did DNA test when he was in the military. Though, thank you. The son darker than me. Yes. DNA test 9%. Yes. Okay? That's how, God dog it. I can't speak for the brothers who go to the Dominican Republic and go to Mexico and go to, but I can relate to Latin culture. Not only because I have Spanish Creole roots that I found out 2 years ago, I found on Instagram, but really, the truth of the matter is, dude, I've been around, I'm immersed in the culture. I lived in El Paso, Texas for 3 years. I lived on the east side, went to the Hispanic school, and the white area became mostly Hispanic. When they did a white flight, purposely their own gentrification left. Okay? And I grew up listening to Harlem music. I knew who Selena was before she passed away. Okay? 2 year or 1.5, name 3. Okay? And she died name 5. Okay? I was in my room dancing, okay, to the Harlem music. I listened to salsa merengue. I don't know how to dance salsa merengue, but I know how to dance cumbia. Okay? I look at the history as a multiracial person and multiracial woman, the interest of Latin America, because it was a melting pot of mixed race, okay, people, to learn about the mestizo, mulatto, the zambo, and all that. Thank you, because what that there is no different. It's happening actually. And let me educate you. Said that the United States is not mixed because people mix. How many times I keep telling you that my background is not black? 100%. It's pro black, yes, but it's not pure black. How many times I keep telling you that majority had the laws, the one drop rule, and blood quantum, which squashed that. It was the beginning 2000 was the first time of us checking one box. Okay, we've been told to deny our heritage and stay on this pot here, and you're no different than white supremacists who make those type of laws. You're no different than the one who made the one drop rule, who made them anti-message laws. When you're attacking brothers like this. Okay? You need to mind people's business, mind your business, and leave people's business alone. Mind your business. Okay? It's not your business to tell a Latina, a Latino, to date whoever, or a brother, or sister, anybody. It's not your business. You're a nosy ass. And it seems to me that you want a dude's dick, an African-American man's dick. That's why you're mad. You're mad that the Latina is taking over that, and you ain't taking over. Okay, dude, join a bisexual gay club or something that they like brothers, and you can do all that and call that day. Or maybe I should, on your birthday, I should buy a real darker than me black dildo, and you can stick it in your ass. Okay, you can stick it in your mouth, because it's so stupid. You making videos trying to attack another brother's freedom, and then you trying to bring the Marcus Garvey, which I'm not a fan of, and the black nationalist bullshit. There's a mouthpiece of white supremacy about stay in your place mentality, telling that person they has low self-esteem. Yeah, I said the word nigga because it's a low degree word. If you see something by yourself, you see yourself high about yourself, not low. Okay? But to sit here and say, oh, they ain't dealing with no women. You're not making videos about the Latin version of ghetto gaggers. You have white men. Let me go back to what I was saying. What started these brothers to go overseas was white men who got tired of white women in America, okay? And other women of color, okay, including Latinas and sisters, who have been Americanized in the extreme feminism, going Latin America. What got me, you know who, the TLC, not the TLC music group, the Latin Connection that's owned by a white man here in Houston. How I found it out was Vibe magazine. He had it all called Vibe magazine. I used to get this when I was at my grandmother's house when I was 19 years old. And you get a free catalog. You have all these Latinos, including Afro-Latinas on there from all different parts of Latin America. What happened is, and I saw on Houston Press, you can try to read this type of stuff. When I was 19, he was on Houston Press, and what it was, he was raised in the Baptist church. He had fornicated. He married his white wife. White wife slept with somebody in the church. Yes, in the Baptist church. Well, the deacon, I feel like the song with Mariah Carey. And Nicki Minaj was talking about keeping with the deacon. Nice away. Dun, dun, pop, pop, pop. Yeah, that's all okay. You're not up my face. Okay. So, yes, I think she was sleeping with a deacon. And he divorced her. And he went into Colombia. And he found found his wife. And he loved the fact that there was more home-based, more family-oriented and stuff. And she was faithful to him. And he started this idea of bringing Latinas from Latin America to the United States. You pay, stuff was expensive, I couldn't afford it. And it's a mail order bride, like they do in Russia, okay? And that's who started it. Why you're not making videos about the total Latin connection owned by a white man here in Houston? Because I saw the thing, the man lives in Houston. and he was advertising his business on the one of the ads behind Vibe magazine, because I used to subscribe to Vibe magazine, and I'm like, okay, because and it was all type, like include dark chocolate Afro Latinos on there. It was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? And these women was trying to get American men. And so my question is, before brothers were making videos on YouTube about going to Latin America overseas, why are you not? And it wasn't just, it was brothers, but when they was advertised his business, they always showed white men going across the border, going and getting a Latina. Why are you not making videos about that? I'm gonna wait. You better esperar. Y para tú, estúpido, excuse me, para tú, culo estúpido. Okay, I wait for your stupid ass. Come on. Dame, tu palabra. Give me the word. I'm waiting for it. Contesto? Yeah. Si no contesto, that's the answer. Yeah, I know that song from Plan B. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. You can tell I love that song. She was back in 2010. Soon my grandma leave because she didn't want the music loud. I would jam there in my room and watch it on Music Voice. Si no contesto, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Oh, yeah, I love that song. And I love the remix with Tony Dance. Yeah, I love the remix. The remix of that song is way better than the original version. Trust me. You can tell I'm immersed in the cultura Latina. Okay, shoes. And I'm single. Yo soy soltero. Yo soy soltero. Yo soy soltero. Sí, yo soy soltero. Sí, I'm single. No tengo novia ahora. And right now, I'm taking my time, okay? I need to build on my life. I think on la meta de tener la vida mejor. You know what I'm saying? A better life. I'm not trying to get a bad life. No quiero ser pobre. No, yo quiero ser rico. No me gusta Diablito Trump. Yo quiero ser rico como él. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I want to be rich like him. And that's how I'm trying to get my mind trained up to start to be entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? So let's get that straight. So question is, dude, I think he said question I'm trying to think because when I have to rephrase pregunta. Tengo una pregunta para ti. Okay, mi pregunta es, where are, they're speaking Spanish right here. Where? ¿Dónde está tu videos de los hombres blancos? Va a Latinoamérica que casar a las mujeres latinas. Okay? Compañía de TLC, Total Latin Connection. I didn't mean Total The Latin Connection. Can you make videos about that, dude? Make videos about that. Because that's who actually opened that door. It was white men. It wasn't brothers. It was white men. White men were making companies for Latinas and Asian women, you know what I'm saying, to come to the United States and marry. And then you have for Russian women. That's why Trump got a wife. Okay? Melania, you know what I'm saying? She's Eastern European, okay? That's why. From Eastern Europe, and thank you. Okay? Let's get that scenario straight before you making it go overseas. Okay, can you go overseas and get can you go, okay, in question, since you got to see somebody's dick in the United States, you can't over this side, which is no different, go overseas, since you're not from, you know what I'm saying, you're not from United States, you're Peruvian Mexican. So did you come to the United States from Peru or from Mexico? Can you let me know that? Remind me of PBS, the Black Grandma Claus about Mexico, Peru. Can you please let me know? I have a question. When you came either out of Peru or Mexico, because you live in Mexico. Your mom is from Peru, right? She moved to Mexico. That's how I met your dad. Okay, all right, or the vice versa, whatever. You came over here, which no different going overseas as a foreign country. Okay, my question is, why you think you live with old, how you say it, La Verga Grande, the morenitos, okay? Go, why you couldn't get no Afro Latino down there in Veracruz or Oaxaca Guerrero who look close like me, who have Mexican descent, Mexican national, or either in Peru and get a big dick from that? Cause seeing me, you just be making this video over some damn big dick. I'm not lying, cause you came on my channel and said, "Can I see your dick?" I did not come on your channel asking for no sexual favors, none of that. It was all in friendship and support of the anti-one-drop rule video. Let's get that straight. Because I hate that one-drop rule. Anybody who advocates, get the hell out of my face. You're enemy number one, okay? And so, the truth of the matter is, you keep making videos about brothers going, and I'm sorry, as a person who believes that my African people deserve freedom, and we fought freedom since the civil rights movement, since of slavery, you know what I'm saying? We have a right to date who we're dating, okay? We have the right to marry and swirl. We have swirl in our DNA. We're not full-blown blacks. We're not full-blown blacks. And us going to Africa, I don't mind going to Africa, but we go to Africa when we want to. But let me tell you something, Africa didn't want our ancestors there either. Hold on, let's get it straight. Africa did not want our ancestors in Africa. That's why they gave it to our white ancestors in slave trade. So why asking us to come back? We'll come back when we want to come back. We have 3 homelands. We African, European, and North American, and American, because we have American ancestry as well. So, what the matter is, we have 3 homelands, just like you have 3 homelands. You have the Americas. You have 2, which is one big. It make it to one Americas because North and South America. But you have 2 homelands. That's in this side of the border. This side of the world, okay? North and South America, okay? Because Mexico's part of North America, and you have Spain, okay, and Africa. Okay, you have 4 continents. You can divide South America. The whole continent is all America. But okay, so my question is, you get upset about a brother dating whoever. If he wants to date someone lighter than him, the only reason why we bring up Mejiro Raza because you keep jumping up other people's business and tell them to Mejiro Raza. Okay. You want to act like Yanni shooting up Fernando Castro. You want to act like Ronald Yoga saying about planting apes. Okay? You want to act like George Zimmerman or the gangs in the body of the hood that attack Africans and farmers. That's what comes in our head, and we have to call your ass out because you're a hypocrite. If I came to a Latino community and starts talking shit and hating on Hispanics, all you gotta do is say, "Hey man, one of your grandfather was a real. Dude, sit your little self-hate ass up. You got Spanish in your roots too, homie. Don't be over here." That's the only time you called me. I said, "Oh yeah, you're right. I'm a hypocrite." Thank you. Because what I look like is hypocritical. If I was hating on interracial relationships and not all came out of rape, okay, for grandma was a white woman in my family tree, my question is, okay, you would call my ass out because I'm being a hypocrite. If it wasn't for mixing, I would not be here. And I understand your fear is black nationalism in Latin America, just like white nationalism in Latin America. Let me explain something to you. If you, the Latinos who think like you, would stop picking up books from Elijah Muhammad and Marcus Garvey and trying to use it as a rule, as a teaching moment to try to tell us how to believe our place, you would have a problem. What brought the black nationalists to the Latino community? You did. You became friends with some Nation Islam type of black nationalist group, and they found out that you were part black DNA too, and they declared you as black. You was happy that the Treaty of Guadalupe, Hidalgo bill made you white one period of time, but not treat you white, okay? Because socially was not treated white, because you're not pure white. And you made your own category, Hispanic category, which I understand how the Raza Cosmic, National Raza, NAACP at the time, and LULAC and Urban League went against this multiracial category for being on since 2000, okay? But the Hispanic category is no different. It's no different, okay? Then, you know what I'm saying? And then now you getting called out because you love having seen a brother have less freedom than you, and you think you're above African people. A call like it is when you're not. They say in the next couple of years, Latino and African people will be broke. And I do believe that because keep on fighting over who can pick the next cotton strawberries for white massa and over some crime job. When I want the high wage, I want the CEO position, bro. I want the white racist man. I want the white man's position. I don't want no shoe shining and picking strawberry and picking cotton and pancake serving and janitor. I like to live on the top, not the bottom. Okay? I want my kids to prosper when I get married. I don't want to live in no ghetto. Okay? So point is, that is not my dream. I don't have a dream of living in the ghetto. Okay? Or the barrio, if you know what I'm saying? Maybe some little, a little Havana, which is more high class, but not no random bar that remind me of the ghetto. I want to live high wage, high class, and all, and live on top. Shout out to Beyonce, Jay-Z, okay? Love on top. Okay. Point is, right. I don't want to live in no ghetto and whine about, when I'm going to get my day. Okay. That's not my dream. So that's why I don't get mad about Latino. Go ahead, work at McDonald's. Let me work in the office as an office clerk and hopefully be an office manager or something. Thank you. I'm not trying to fight over another brother of color. Or thank you. I'm not trying to fight over some. And when you work on little wage, little slave positions, you don't get your shit done. You still pay. You end up being broke. I like to make money that pay something, buy something, and still able to save. That's why I like high wages, high skill positions. You're not gonna see me whine about a Mexican or a Puerto Rican. Anybody coming in the United States, Puerto Rico's part of the United, it's a Commonwealth in the United States, and they're citizens who can't speak English, working at McDonald's cleaning for some white establishment. I'm not trying to. No, I like to get the high positions in the white establishment and hopefully have a copycat version of me, my own business in multi-billionaire position. Let you know, way before Trump admitted he was racist, that was my role model. Okay? So, yeah, he was one of my role models. And him and Oprah. I want to be up in that level. That's my goal. Okay? Not to be whining about me, who, this and that. No. When I was a kid, I failed the first grade because I knew as a child that the school was teaching you to be a working place, not to teach you to be your own boss. When I saw Whitney Houston and I saw how glamorous she was, and when I was in Beyonce, I was in love with Whitney Houston still. That was my second love. And she had money, and the Jackson and Lionel Rich and all of them had money. I'm like, I want to be, before it was 9 to 5, before it was 8 to 5, job people. I don't want to be with y'all. Y'all over here struggling. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, rich people struggle too, but God, dog, they living good down there. Live in nice homes and stuff, and they got shit. Those guys ducking high. No. I like to go for, I have big dreams. I like to dream big. I like to be at the top, not the bottom. So me whining about a Hispanic person over some cotton field, strawberry field type jobs, no, they can have those positions. And that's one, and those are the ones who complain about that. My record is clean. Okay, I don't have no kids out of wedlock. Okay, I graduated high school. I have some college. I went to job corps. Thank you. It is a lot of discrimination because folks who are like me, who want to work good and not work with no bully balls, okay, they don't want to hire us unless we dumb down ourselves and be butt-breaking slaves. Okay, that's sometimes they want to hire someone like me, and then you put mix on there. I don't deny my mixed heritage. Oh, they know I know the truth. So people, and it does say it ain't perfect. It doesn't bother people who live for truth do suffer sometimes, and the people who live for lies. And actually, that's why that people distort the meaning of prosperity gospel. Makes sense. People who prosper, who live good for God, ain't worried about the money, about prosper in heaven. People who are fake, who claim they live for God, who destroy His word, live for the world. That's why they get money. That's why you got 10% people twisting scripture and getting that button and stuff. And thank you, out of poor people's money and not sharing that money with the poor people like it's supposed to. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So no wonder. And when I found that out, that people will prosper in heaven, who live for God, ain't perfect. But people who prosper for the world and dominate, live for the world, that makes a lot of sense. It does. Because that's the case. If prosperity gospel was cool, it was really the way how they interpreted this misinterpreted say, you would see Trump living in the ghetto. As much dirt he did. You see all these big companies, these greedy people living in projects and ghettos and thank you. You will see drug dealers who have the big time. I'm talking about the ones who poor and looking ghetto. I'm talking about those who surprised that and went above, who was doing the Ricky Ross thing, living in ghetto, okay, and not driving no doggone Bentley and all other stuff. You will see not living in no big house like the movie that Denzel Washington played in, okay? Thank you. So that debunks every. I even tell my grandma that that's the case. The slave masters, those who's killing and twisting Bible and raping people, they would not be living good on plantations if God was in that manner. If those who do wrong suffer, you would thank you to that misinterpretation of the Bible. Missing twisting scripture. I told my grandma that on that side. You're talking about that people who do wrong, and that's the case. Then she'll be doing wrong too. You don't think she did wrong? Anything? God don't have no partiality. Okay, so therefore that that's a distortion of scripture right there. That's the case. All the clean that got money will be living in ghetto and projects and getting Section 8 and all other stuff. Okay, that's the truth. Okay, though. So the greedy people who have all the possessions, and y'all talking about Illuminati making money. If God was punishing those who do wrong, okay, the way you talk the Old Testament before Jesus redeemed that, okay? The truth of the matter is, these people who are doing wrong in power will be in lower economic. Thank you. They'll be the permanent underclass. Okay? And the people who are doing saintly works and living like saints will have all the prestige good. Unfortunately, that's in this day the case. It's not that way. You would not be making no Illuminati videos because the Illuminati will be poor right now. Y'all who believe that Illuminati bullshit, if God was like they caught your misinterpretation of the Bible, reading from the Torah and not having no Jewish eyes, okay? Not reading from the Jewish perspective of the Torah, okay? If that's the case, Donald Trump and all these people, the people who shooting, killing folks who have money, they were not able to have the GoFundMe and fund. Thank you. Your interpretation is an error. I had to tell people that, okay? And thank you. And it does tell you in the Bible that the good will suffer, okay? So suffer under Christ. So let's get that scenario straight. Go out and live good, because I'm very honest. And I live in a greedy, racist state called Texas. These white people making all this money, who are racist, who do all discriminate, they be living into ghetto and won't have no money. Thank you, no food to eat and all that stuff. So your argument is wrong. Your misinterpretation of the Bible is wrong. The cult leaders, thank you, will be in debt. Thank you. Lakewood Church will be in debt. Thank you, God, like it is. All right. So, truth about it is, I had to go there, okay? But the truth about it is, yeah, Bobby being honest and not take BS from people, not take no abuse, and not allowing people to abuse me. People don't want me. I'm not a good slave, okay? You know what I'm saying? Y'all get my point? So that I'm trying to train my brain to be my own entrepreneur, trying to find some internet business that fit my lingo that I can do passion with, you know, and that passion fits in my passion that I can do well with. You know what I'm saying? And I do work when I need to work. I don't work every day, but I do work. So that right there, by living in the ghetto and something taking people no. I almost took my whole life living in this damn ghetto for real. Okay? Because I was raised middle class. I had that uppity mentality. So that's why. But going back to chemistry, dude, you keep on bothering people about what they date, what they married, like you want those men, like you want to suck they dick. I'm calling like this. Like you want to suck. I'm serious, dude. And you can't tell a Latina, okay, what to marry. Just like a brother cannot tell a sister who to marry, and vice versa. Y'all miserable talking about swirling. I can give a damn. Only thing that gets the problem when you start attacking someone like me, when you start saying words and doing things to me. That's why I brought out that mess. But these dudes who's making these videos are not doing shit to you. But you're going to sit here and talk like a white racist man on the channel and try to tell a brother what to do. And you have self-hatred. Yeah, what you're saying, mind control technique. Since you don't fit my narrative what a black man supposed to live, then you hate yourself. A person who's strong-minded don't follow because I know I love myself. I see myself above, not low. I don't think, and I know I'm worth having freedom and do things the way I want to do things. I don't live your narrative. You don't want to have self-hate because you're worried about other people's business. You want to start shit with people. You're miserable and you want to talk shit. I talk shit, but I also have a comical way of doing it. But you have a miserable way of doing it. And you worry about what people do behind closed doors. If it doesn't involve you, why are you worried? Why are you mad? And like I said, I'm probably mad because you can't get nobody's dick in your mouth. That's darker than me. Call it like this. Shit. Okay? I can give a two-time fuck about a Mexican man dating a sister. Okay? Mexican man who dates sisters. Let me let you know, I don't give a damn. Puerto Rican, Dominican, date sisters. Good. Do it. I'm not mad. Hell, I marry Latina and you date a sister. And we just go on a double date. How about that? You know what I'm saying? You go with this fine, more than need this fine sister, dark, light, whatever. And I find me a Latina and we just go and have a double date. You know what I'm saying? That's how you, and actually I was trying to do that with my friend because he's married to the sister, and the Mexican Filipino chick I was talking to, because we both Leos. Actually, all three of us, I don't know about the sister, we all three of Leos, because we're August babies. I was on that birthday weekend. She turned 20, and I wasn't trying to chase after a 19-year-old. We had to meet each other at Macy's and tell our business, and I was about to take her out to the club, and I said, hey, let me ask this question. How old are you? And I'm like, damn, I don't feel like going to 19. You're grown, but you're too young. Okay, you're grown. And after I took my time, so I hooked up. I said, well, you turned 20, getting close to 21. You know what? Let's go to Mariah Carey concert, and Richie concert. And I was gonna find ways to bring. I was trying to find my friend, find my associate. Cause not too much friend. Find him. So him and his wife, the sister he'd married to, and me and this part Hispanic, part Asian chick. We go. Thank you. You know how I keep it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't get mad about a Latino going with a sister. I don't. Do you see me out here bashing? And actually, I think Jen Jackson and Renee Alexander, when they was together, I don't know if he did her wrong, but when you hear about this stuff, I support their relationship. No, for real. I supported Renee Alexander and Jen Jackson's relationship. I did. I think they made a couple together when they was married, okay? I didn't get mad about her going, life is too short. The only relationships I see was stupid was Trina Braxton and that Hispanic dude, Gabrielle. That was a stupid relationship, okay? But, whatever. God dog it. I can care less about a sister going with long stay Latino man respect her and she respect him. That's all that matters. Y'all know I defended that Blaxican relationship when a white racist woman, a white racist thought came out and harassed that Blaxican, called them niggas and speaks. Remember in Texas, remember? I call all time about it's the child of God. And I defended that it was a Hispanic man, African woman, and he's Mexican. I defended their relationship. Okay? I did. Okay? And actually last year, my homegirl who's let me charge this phone. My homegirl, she mixed with black, white, Native American, and Puerto Rican, and her husband is Mexican. They have a daughter together. They got married last Easter, and we used to work together. And guess who want to sing Mariah Carey song at the wedding? I want to sing my Mariah Carey song. Get my Mariah Carey on. Guess who want to do that thing? The middle bell version of Mariah Carey and sing that doggone song. Me. I want to sing at the wedding. So if I was thank you. I support it. Let's continue to mix up and mix up. Mix power. Bye, y'all.